What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of TB4I. Sorry about last week, fellas.
I know.
My fault
I got
again.
the sniffles.
Sheriff
It's
got
Mike's fault, though. It's his fault because he got me sick.
Sheriff got sick, and who knows who did it? Could have been me. Who knows? It could have been some other group of people or some shit.
But still, y'all, it's Mike's fault, so we'll get past that.
But we're on Apple Podcasts now.
Yes.
So,
I'm glad you announced it in the beginning.
If y'all didn't see on our Instagram, every episode
episodes
from Spotify.
Yeah.
I'm talking about from back in the day.
Yep.
Even the ones that aren't on YouTube.
Yes.
So if you didn't have Spotify and you were just watching our stuff off YouTube,
now you can go on Apple Podcasts and
Apple
watch
Podcasts.
all the episodes, unfiltered.
Everything.
It's all there from the beginning.
I'm talking about Hello Kitty murders. I'm talking about Travis the Champ. I'm talking about
all of that. Yep. Yeah.
All on those. So
and remember the little green kids we was talking about too?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh, wow, that's a fucking pool. That's a pool right there. Yeah. So if you want to know what we're talking about,
it's all over there.
Go on Apple Podcasts.
Yes.
And go watch them.
And it's in our link in the bio, that whole thing.
Direct me, it's on all that. Yeah. Or just search up TB4Y and we finally pop up now.
Yes. But I wanted to get into something that is actually interesting, bro. And we talked about this on the last episode in the beginning of it. And I had to do it because it's poetic. I got to.
Yeah, baby.
They're back.
They're home.
The astronauts that was stuck in space for a whole year.
No, 9 months.
Perfect. 9 months to me, bro, is a whole year in space, bro.
Perfect time for a baby to brew up.
I know. Nah, but dude, this is insane, bro.
They're finally back.
I was sitting here, and it's so funny that we were just talking about it. And what are the odds? I'm like, are these niggas listening to the pod or something? Because I was like, nobody. Yeah, bro. So this is interesting, dog.
Yeah, they got home a lot fucking faster than I thought they were gonna go. Because I think I said like what, summertime or some shit.
Yeah, you said summer. You think summer they were gonna come through? Yeah.
But damn, a fucking week or two, and they're fucking back. That's
super
so
weird,
insane,
bro. Yeah, I don't understand.
9 months in space is crazy, bro.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
And you just, you know what I'm saying? And remember we kept talking about it, like, did they know that they had to have enough things for like a super trip?
Yeah,
because we were saying I don't think they just packed for like a week.
Yeah, no way.
You know?
But I don't think they packed for 9 months either.
Yeah. So
yeah,
what was y'all doing?
Yeah, but I mean, it's good to see that they're back, bro. I'm glad that they're finally up there and shit.
Me,
and, they seem happy to be back. I mean, I would be fucking.
I'll be ecstatic, bro.
Oh my god!
But I ain't gonna lie. Did you know that there's a bunch of like after effects that happen when you're in space? Let alone that long, dude. They're probably gonna be weird coming back.
They couldn't walk. Like they probably can't walk right because they were in gurneys and shit. Like they had to get used to gravity again.
Yeah, it's
so
weird.
So
it's like
crazy.
It's like have you ever been have you ever been on a boat?
Yeah.
When you go on a boat and then you get off, for the people that haven't been on a boat, if you're on a boat for longer than like a couple hours, the floor starts feeling like this.
Yeah, because you're so used to the
waves. You're so used to the rocking of the boat.
Yeah.
That when you get off, so I think it's like an ultimate level of like
sure.
There's nothing. You're on nothing.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You know what I mean? And then you just come back. And I even heard, I don't know if this is true for everybody, but apparently I heard you could come back from space and be taller.
Yeah, I heard that too. Yeah.
That's really interesting.
And older.
Yeah. So I don't know how all this works, bro.
Or younger. I don't remember.
It's one of the two. I don't remember which one. I remember because they actually did an experiment with the twins.
Yeah.
And one of the twins that was the younger one, ended up being older than his brother now or something like that. And it was like all this other weird stuff.
Yeah, it's so crazy. I think one of my favorite things about astronauts.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is a real video, but I think it is real. There's an astronaut and he had came back from space or whatever, and he's talking about shit.
Yeah.
And then he's like, they forget that they just can't just like he'll be like writing with a pencil
and he wants to throw it up
and he would just drop it.
Yeah.
And he's so used to it just floating
flying up. Yeah.
That he would drop it and he'd be like, oh yeah, I forgot I can't do that no more.
That's interesting.
I think that's so funny.
That's kind of cool though. That it's like you're an astronaut guy that you're so used to being in like zero gravity that like, you know what I'm saying? You're used to like, you'll sign a document and then the document floats up.
Yeah.
You know? That's hella interesting.
You don't have to worry about putting things down or something like that. It would just leave it alone and it would just go away.
But I just wonder what that feels like, bro. Like, even the way like you'll see water, they'll squirt water out. It's like these little water bubbles that are just flying through, and then you just go like, no diddy. Yeah. You know?
That's crazy. Yeah.
That guy.
I do want to. I think you can go and do something similar to like a zero gravity type
of thing. It's like you have to go to certain places.
Yeah. I think I would want to do that.
I would too.
Just to be curious.
Yeah,
I just want to do like backflips and shit like that.
Yeah, me too, bro. I just want to do backflips. I just want to like push myself off of a wall and like fly. You know what I mean?
All that.
Yeah. I just want to do like the Superman one time too. Like I go to the bottom of the ship.
Yeah.
You know, blast off.
Yeah,
you know?
I want to do something like that.
You know what I mean? Feel like invincible and shit.
Yeah, I'm God.
You know? But
yeah,
I don't know.
They're home.
Yeah,
they're fucking home, bro. But dude, I had something else that I want to tell you that is so fucking insane, bro. It just happened recently. Well, it didn't happen recently, but they found out about this shit recently, bro.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Ghost Adventures?
Yeah.
Have you heard anything about any of the hosts from Ghost Adventures recently?
No, but I actually used to like the show growing up, but go ahead.
Bro, so one of the hosts of Ghost Adventures, the dude's name was Aaron Goodwin. He was a bald bruh.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Bro, his wife tried to turn him into a ghost recently.
She tried to kill bruh?
Yes. But the way she did it was so crazy, bro. She literally tried to call Hitman on this dude.
What?
Yes.
Bro from
Ghost Adventures. Yes.
Are you serious?
His wife that he married like in 2015 or something like that tried to kill him. And she did it in the most weirdest fucking way. She didn't directly call the hitman herself.
She called somebody to call?
Pretty much, but you wouldn't believe the person that she called to call the hitman. The person she got to call the hitman is someone who's already in jail.
What?
Yes. So,
oh, that's perfect.
She got this dude named Grant Amato, who's in a Florida jail right now for like killing his fucking girlfriend and his mom or his girlfriend's mom or something like that.
Why does this guy's name sound familiar? Have I told a story about?
I'm pretty sure that you probably told about him or you've seen this dude before because he did some gnarly shit and he's in jail forever.
Go ahead. That sounds hella familiar.
And the way she found out about this dude, she was watching a documentary where they were talking about him. She decided to contact him.
That's my guy.
Yes. And she kind of like, they started having this like
relationship
together while he's in jail. So she was, I guess he had snuck a phone in there and she was texting the whole time. And pretty much she was telling him like, I want to get rid of my husband. We haven't been going through, we've been going through like, a rough patch or whatever. She was going to give this guy like $1,100 or something like that, which I feel like that's cheap as fuck for a fucking hitman, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so the dude's like, all right, yeah, I got it. And he's texting another dude on the outside. And pretty much how they were supposed to do it was when this dude Aaron was in Las Vegas filming the show, they were going to have a hitman come.
And get him while he's filming.
Get him, I don't know if while he's filming, but like while he's out there filming the show.
Yeah.
The dude Grant is texting the hitman, like keeping him updated on, like let me know when you do it, all this shit, because he already told him where he was going to be at and stuff. Yeah. And bro, the day of the hit pretty much. Yeah. One of the guards finds Grant's phone that he was hiding. They confiscate the phone from him, and they see
that he was planning on setting this up.
The messages that he was sending with him and bruh's wife.
Oh my God, dude!
But it took them like a minute. Like I think they ended up telling Aaron.
Yeah.
That like bro, like your wife is on some weird shit. And bro, it took them a while. I think this happened like last year in November. Yeah. And literally, it took them a while. Like they arrested his wife. Yeah. I was like, this shit's so new. Like, I swear to God, like I looked yesterday. Yeah. And I think today, as we're recording, she's going to be in court for this shit.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're going to send her out to jail for this shit. But how fucking crazy is that this girl met a fucking inmate that she fell in love with pretty much or something.
And then your husband is this huge TV star.
Yes.
And who had a show that went on for, I don't even know how many years.
Hella long.
You know what I mean? Almost a decade.
No, for reals.
It's like, what are you talking about?
And you fucking called a hit.
And you called a hit for what? That's what I'm wondering. What was the marital issues to that degree where she felt like she needed to call a hit?
I don't even know. And then when the cops kind of arrested her and told her, she was kind of like, I don't even remember doing all that.
Oh, I try to play it all.
Yeah.
Play it all coy, bitch.
We got messages.
Yeah, come on now. We got messages of you flirting with bruh, talking about you gonna leave your husband. You feel me? My God, dude. You really fell in love with a jailbird.
No, for real.
Dummy.
And how insane is that to like see a documentary talking about the crazy shit that he did?
Yeah. That's like a girl watching a documentary on the Night Stalker and then being like, I gotta go visit this guy.
Yeah.
Did you not hear the crazy shit they said about, bro?
You know what I mean?
That's interesting.
Fucking insane. Bro. And she has, I mean, to our knowledge, a regular fucking husband who has a fucking good ass job, who's funding their lives, you know what I mean, to the extent. Yeah. And it's crazy because like they go back to her Instagram and it's like the days that she was texting, bro, she would like post like, my husband, like Valentine's Day, like, my love.
My boo.
Yeah, I love my Valentine. Yeah. Whatever, all this shit, you know what I mean? Like their anniversary, she's posting about him and he's in the comments like, I'm so lucky to have you in my life. Yeah. All this shit. And he didn't even know
nigga.
She was plotting on, bro.
Oh, God. She was plotting on putting you in your show. Oh, God. You was going to be the same apparitions that was haunting them.
You got to fucking tell your coworkers to hit me up and shit. You know what I mean? In the afterlife.
No, seriously, bro. That is crazy,
insane, dude.
Like, that's God type of shit, bro. The fact that the guard happened to see it that day, bro, he would have probably been smoked.
For surely.
They probably would have got him for real.
For sure.
Bro, that's so deadly that, like, you don't know who you're really with sometimes.
At all, bro.
Because, like, I'm not even kidding. Like, you ever think about that, how scary that is? Like, you met this girl in 2015. You were like, dude, she's the love of my life. Like, she's so dope. She's so pretty. She's hella cool. She likes all my jokes. And, nigga, she's so dope. I'm going to marry her.
Yeah, oh God.
And then, I don't know if they have kids, but it's like, bro, you go down this lane with this person. You get married to this person. They walk down the aisle.
Yeah.
You go and do the whole wedding, bro. And then you're going to hire a hitman.
And leave me for a guy who was locked up in jail for life in Florida. We didn't live in Florida.
I was going to say, you over here doing a long-distance relationship with a nigga in jail. It don't get no more long distance than that.
That's crazy, yeah.
Like, holy shit, dude. She was an idiot.
Not for us. She's dumb as fuck. I don't know why she... And it's like... Because I think there's even messages where she's texting dude. She's like, I feel so bad because, like, I'm not leaving him. Like, I'm making him, you know what I mean? Like...
Disappear.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. So she felt like that was probably the better way to do it.
Yeah, then just leave. Which I'm like, bruh.
Bitch, leave me.
That is most crazy shit.
Leave me.
Just divorce, bruh.
Leave me.
You'll probably be better off because you'll probably get hella money off him. I was going to say, shit. You know what I mean? It's like...
So who cares? You're already gonna get hella money off of bruh from the show,
and you can move to Florida.
And you ain't never hunted one ghost in your damn life, but you better get a check.
Ever.
You ain't never hunted a ghost in your life. You ain't never seen an apparition. You ain't never seen. You know what I'm saying?
You never felt the cold.
You ain't never felt the cold presence of a ghost. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro.
None of that shit. You ain't never used a voice box. Bitch, fuck is wrong with you?
Come on, bro.
And you're trying to call a hitman, bro.
You know what I mean? It's just like, come on, bro. It's like, go ahead, bro. If you want to get your money, go get your money's worth, bitch. But don't go and try to call a hitman on me. That's why I never understood people that, like, when they don't want to be together anymore, bro, why they do this. And I'm not even going to lie to you. I have a story for you. Speaking of somebody that don't want to, like, you might as well just leave somebody. I'm not going to get into it right now, but it would have fit perfectly, Mike. I'm not even going to cap. But I have something for you that is also insane, dude. Scientists have made this new discovery about the pyramids that's super interesting.
I think I've seen something about this recently.
You probably did, bro. It's all over social media right now. Yes. So recently, bro, I guess these scientists were using this technology that's called LiDAR, and it goes deep into the earth, and they're able to take, like, images of, like, what's down there, right? So they started to look at what was going on under the pyramids, and what they said they've discovered is these, like, there's hella pillars that go hella deep under the earth. Like, they said, dude, it's so many meters under, it's insane. There are, like, these coils that are on each and every single one of these pillars, which is super fucking weird. And they said that there are, like, all of these type of structures that are deeper down. They said, literally, this is how it goes. The pillars go all the way down to this point that leads to, like, this is the way I'm gonna describe it, of how I interpreted what they said. It's almost like two really big rooms.
Yeah, like tombs.
That are huge down there. And it's like, they don't know what that thing is, though. They don't know exactly what that space is for, but it's like under all the pillars. It's like all the pillars lead to this big thing down there. And it's like, and people said there's other structures that are in the pillars as well. I don't understand any of this, bro.
But
I'm
how
not even
big
kidding.
are these pillars? They're huge.
I can't even explain, bro. They're huge, bro. Like, you know, like in Washington, that place with Abraham Lincoln where he's sitting in that.
The Washington Monument?
Okay, you know the pillars?
Yeah, they're like that.
I think they're like that size.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah. And pretty much what these people
What
are...
if they use them like elevators or some shit?
No, that's what people were trying to say. They said either they think it was some form of, like, transportation, or...
That's why it has the little coils.
Yeah.
It was probably something that sat on that and went down the fucking thing.
Dude, I didn't even think about it like that. Whoa. That's actually insane, bro. It could have been that. Or they said, oh, my God, yeah, and whatever material it is, it probably... was cool for them to be underground, and they would just smooth go past all the sand and everything, and then go to this other little area, and then it probably, and then this is one thing I seen too that people are saying, they think that it was a form of early technology that could have been from a civilization even before the early Egyptians, which is super interesting, and they left it from another, like, pretty much people are saying this could be a higher society than us, but way back in the day.
So, like, the Egyptians just built over what they
they didn't know.
There,
and it was just something that they just started to build over, and then they just found the leftovers of what it is, and they think it has something to do with, it was an energy source. They were using it some way to get energy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what some people believe too. So I don't know, bro. And right now, scientists still don't know what these pillars were actively really for.
But there's a room down there.
But there was like this big room down there. Yes, that's the way I'm describing it. Because the way they said it was like a box-like structure. It's a fucking room.
Yeah, yeah.
But it said it's huge.
But they don't know if there's something actually in there.
But they don't know what's in it. Yeah. We don't know what's even in the pillars. They just said that there are other structures that are in the pillars as well.
That's so interesting.
Yeah. So I'm like, bro, this goes way deep. And right now, scientists are still trying to confirm all these things. So once this really comes out, bro, dude, I'm not gonna lie. There was even some guy who years ago said this and had a theory about this. Dude, everybody got to go and apologize to this nigga if this is right. Real shit, bro. Because he really predicted this and pretty much like he drew like a model of what he thinks it would look like and everything like that too at that time. And this was years ago. And now we're coming out with this thing basically saying like, hey, this could have even been a way that they probably even built the pyramids. Who knows what these coils things were for? Maybe it was, oh my God, what if they're so deep into the earth and they're using it to like, look, this is just me going crazy right now. What if they were using it to like suck up the sand from the bottom of the earth and it was like
siphoning it back
and it's shooting it up layer by layer. And that's how they were building. Like, you ever seen how an ant builds an anthill?
Yeah.
And they use wet sand and it gets to this level where they make it. What if that's what they did, but through these coil things?
Nah, that would be... That's actually an interesting take. I ain't gonna count.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I was thinking like, what if they?
It's transportation. That's what you said.
Yeah. What if they used those rooms?
Yeah.
To like connect to the other pyramids and shit like that.
Dude, no, I'm not even gonna cap. You know what's interesting too?
Like, what if it's like a tunnel down there?
No, that's why I think it would make sense that they said, how the hell did they find all of these like Egyptian relics in the Grand Canyon?
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell? And then they don't even let us go by the Grand Canyon. And they don't even let us, you can't even fly over the Grand Canyon. I didn't know that. It's like, why? Why are all these like, you know?
Yeah, I don't get it.
It's just super weird, bro. So I don't know. It's just like, it might be that this might have been how they were able to move shit all the way to like, y'all got to the Grand Canyon, my nigga. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. See, that's so interesting. Like that whole Grand Canyon shit is weird.
It's weird, dude. Especially the stuff they found in there are from Egypt. These are Egyptian relics. Like they said, it was like scarabs and things like that.
Yeah, how is a fucking bandit gonna go from Egypt all the way end up in the fucking Grand Canyon?
Yeah, and no, this is what's weird. They said there are like huge structures in the Grand Canyon that are clearly Egyptian. That's and so even, I remember I was telling you, a lot of the placements of what the Grand Canyon, like the parts are called, dude, it's like Ra and this and all that. Nigga, those are Egyptian gods.
Yeah.
What's up with that? There's just too many weird connections, dog. I don't know. So when I heard this, I was like...
Egypt is like one of those things where it's like...
It's one of those big mysteries.
I wonder how.
Yeah, how did it become?
How did they do all this shit? Yeah. And I feel like nowadays it's like...
Everyone always says it was slavery, and they used... because, Egypt, they had water. There was like water at the time and stuff like that. So they said they think that they used this thing of like... the water, they would wet parts of the sand and then slide these really big rocks.
Yeah,
and it would make it slide really easily. But I don't know, bro. I'm like,
them rocks are big as fuck.
That's what I'm trying to say, dude. It's like if this was really slavery,
maybe they did have a lot of slaves.
This would have took eons, though. This would have took forever.
You know what I'm saying,
to build as big of like, bro. I've never actually been to those. I've only seen the pyramids in like parts like Mexico or whatever, stuff like that, dude. Or I forgot exactly where it's at, but dude, those are huge too.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the Egyptian ones are bigger. I might be wrong. I don't know.
I think the steps on the Egyptian one are bigger, I think.
You feel what I'm saying?
Because like the ones in Mexico, there's stairs.
Yeah. I'm already knowing. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to, but that's what they were used for back in the day. They were able to walk up them. Like the Egyptian ones were like,
who climbing this?
It's a big ass rock.
Yeah. It's like, dude, I gotta pull myself up.
Yeah.
I'm not stepping and getting to the next side. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I don't understand this. But you know what's one thing I seen that I thought was cool? And I'm not going to lie to you. I wanted to show you this, dude. This is actually interesting.
What is it? Something about the pyramids?
Yeah, it is. And I'm not going to lie. Somebody made an animated thing of what they think, how they were using it. And I'm not going to lie to you, dude. This is actually really cool.
What they were using the pyramid for?
No, what they were using those coils for.
Oh.
I'm not going to lie. I saved it because I wanted you to see this. I was like, no way. This is actually really interesting. Like, look at this.
You got to put it up on the screen.
Yeah, I'm going to put it up on the screen. Look. All right. You see this? You see the coils, what they look like, right?
Oh, shit, yeah.
That's basically what they look like. And look what they said.
It's like a fucking shuttle.
Dude, that's why I was saying a lot of people think it was an energy source at one point. But I don't know. This is just another theory.
Spaceship or some shit.
You feel what I'm saying, bro? You know what I'm saying?
See, that's the whole thing with fucking, Egypt and aliens and all this shit. It's like, it all became like a game of telephone where it's like, we don't know what really happened for us because it happened so fucking long ago, bro. Like, that's why I wish time travel was real for,
man.
Just so, like, they could give it to, like, one guy so he could go back to all these dates and just take pictures of everything or take a video of everything, like, the slaves are building the pyramids, guys. This is what happened. You know what I mean? Or they could go be like, holy fuck, there's aliens here.
Yeah.
And they're fucking building this shit. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case for any mystery that we have in the world, because it's like, I feel like these are the type of shit that we're never going to get answers for
ever. Yeah. That's what bothers me, bro.
You know what I mean?
So I get what you mean. I wish we had time travel so we could at least see it ourselves. Like, oh, so it was this. It was just slaves. Or it's like, okay, so there were creatures that were 10 feet tall picking up these rocks and helping them?
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Why is this not anywhere in history?
You know what I mean? There's these cat people.
But then again, bro, it's like, what if everything they were depicting was real? Like on the...
Yeah, all the cat people and shit like that, you know what I mean?
The freaking bird head dude. And, it's like these gods were really helping them, or they were the ones that just... Did it. Who knows, bro? Man.
That's why shit's so fucking weird.
Yeah, it's strange, dude. But hey, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you though. I wanted to tell you something else, dude, and it was exactly what I was just telling you before, where I said it could have perfectly led into what I'm saying about people just needing to leave each other. I'm not even gonna lie to you, Mike. You're not gonna believe this. This dude literally did a Mortal Kombat fatality on his girlfriend.
Really?
Mike, I cannot put this any other way.
Ripping the fucking spine out, some shit like that.
It's to that level. It's insane. So this happened in 2015 in Florida. Yeah, out of all places, it's Florida.
Of course.
It was this 26-year-old dude named Fidel Lopez, and he started dating this girl named Maria Nemeth, and she was 31, I believe. So she was like a cool chunk older than bruh. I think she was in a previous relationship before that. She was already married previously to this other guy. One day, they're both at the house, and I guess, things get hot and heavy, so they start getting into it. You know what I'm saying? So they start having sex, and while they're having sex, I guess this girl, Maria, ends up saying her ex-husband's name
while
twice,
they're doing this.
While they're having sex.
Oh,
she says his name twice. And I don't know if it was like, maybe the first time he let it go, he was like, all right, it was a mistake. But she said it twice.
That's crazy.
This guy loses his shit, and he starts to basically beat her while he's still in it.
Oh, my God.
He grabs like a hot iron, and he starts hitting her with it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he starts hitting her with it and stuff. And then to top this off, bro, I cannot make this up. Like this guy is a Viltrumite or something. Takes his bare hand, and he jams it in her stomach, Mike.
What the fuck?
Yes, he jams his hand in her stomach. He pulls her intestines out.
Oh my God.
And he did all this while she was still alive.
Oh my fucking God.
I'm not even kidding, bro. Yeah. And then to even make it worse, bro, they even said he, after that, decided to dig inside her, that too, and he pulled some stuff out too.
What the fuck?
Yeah. This guy was insane. And then so the neighbors pretty much heard this lady screaming her head off because she was alive the whole time, and they ended up calling 911, telling them to go check it out. Police go over there, and they ended up arresting this dude, bro. And when they take him in to interrogate him, he pretty much just says, like, I just snapped and became an animal. I don't know.
Dude.
Yeah, and he's arrested for the rest of his life. That dude
for sure. You're never going to see the fucking sunlight again after that.
Yeah, bro. That's literally a fatality, dude.
You dug into her stomach and ripped her fucking intestines out.
Like this nigga's Omni-Man or something. Yeah, bro.
Oh, my God, bro. That's insane. I thought he was going to, like, rip her head off or some shit like that.
He went straight for the...
Why is that worse?
I know. The guts is crazy, yeah. I don't know. I think it's just because you're still conscious.
And he did it with his
bare hand. Yeah.
See, that shows you how strong a human can be, bro.
Yeah, dude. Especially the fact of a guy versus a girl, dude.
Oh, my God. Like, ripped right through her.
Yeah.
Dude.
With his bare hand. Like he's fucking Kryptonian or something.
Yeah.
Dude. How does that even make sense?
Bro, that's so insane. That doesn't even sound real.
The force he had to push.
Bro, that doesn't even sound fucking real.
Exactly. Yeah. This really happened.
That's crazy,
Crazy as hell, bro.
See, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, first responders.
Oh, yeah.
Have it the worst, bro. Because it's like,
You just gotta sometimes hear that. Like, you ever see those first responder videos where it's like it'd be like 911, what's your emergency? And then the guy would just be like, it's like, this guy's chasing me and he's trying to kill me. Please, I need a squad car here. I need da-da-da. And they're just like, okay, well, we just need to calm down for a second. Okay, where are you right now? And it's like, how are you doing this? How are you not freaking out too? Like, yo, we need to get somebody for bruh. Like
right now.
But they're sitting there still going through the whole process.
They have to be.
Okay, so where are you right now? Are you in a safe location?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like,
what the fuck?
Like the callers, the people who show up, the police who show up, the ambulance who show up, the firemen who show up to any of these type of situations, bro. It's like, bro, I hope they get the free therapy for the rest of their fucking lives.
100%,
because they're gonna need that shit.
No, I'm not even kidding. Like, I seen this video, dude. This is a whole nother thing. I was like, police officers have some of the scariest jobs on earth. Like, this is insane. This police officer went to his house to do a welfare check, right? He goes over there, bro, and it's on body cam. I can show you the video. This is bro, this is ripped straight out of a horror movie, Mike. I'm not even kidding. I seen this like yesterday. He goes over to the house. It's this black dude. He answers the door. He's like, yeah, what's going on? The lighting is crazy too, bro. It's literally straight out of a horror movie.
Some shit out Resident Evil 7
I'm
or some
not even
shit.
kidding. Like that, like pale lighting, and it's kind of flickering a little bit. You can't even see the guy's face.
Damn.
He's like, what's going on? The cop's like, yeah, I came to do a welfare check, whatever. The guy's like, yeah, you can come in. He lets him in. When he lets this dude in, the guy is like, he's like talking to the cop, whatever. The cop's asking a bunch of questions, and he's like, is there anybody else in the house? He was like, yeah. Cop's like, okay, who the fuck is it? And he was like, oh, it's Marianne.
Who the fuck is that?
Oh, well, Marianne, she's asleep in the room. So, okay, well, can you call Marianne to come out here? Yeah, Marianne. Yeah, see, she's asleep. Marianne, the cop starts trying to like, okay, let me give it a fucking try. And then he tries to go in the room, and for something, you could tell something told the cop, I shouldn't go in there because there's no other exits. It's just that door, and it's like a little hallway, a little ass corridor. So he was like, the cop was like, he said, go ahead, open the door. He told him, like, at first you see the cop was entering, he said, open the door for me. Opens it, he was like, Marianne. He's like, oh, actually, because the cop was like shining his light. He was like, it don't look like anybody's in there. And he was like, oh, actually, she's on the couch. The living room I just passed?
The fuck?
How did you not know she was on the couch? Oh, I didn't know. I thought she was asleep in the room because last time I checked, she was asleep in the room. So she should be on the couch then. He goes over, bro. I'm not even kidding. The body cam goes. You see this lady laying on the couch. He was like, why is she covered up like that? Mike.
She was dead.
She's dead. And the dude was like, oh, she's just asleep. That's why. He's like, Marianne. And he's like, yeah, see, she's just asleep. That's just how she is.
Dude.
And the cop was like, he goes and grabs a blanket and he takes a little bit off her and he's like, whoa, why is she wrapped like that? And the dude was like, she's dead, man.
He just straight up tells him.
Said, bro, he got hella sinister on him. He's like, she's dead, man. And the cop was like, put your hands up instantly. Got into the mode. Put your hands up right now. I don't care. Put your hands up. The dude was like, yes. He said, just shoot me in the face, man.
What the fuck?
Just shoot me in the fucking face. And he started like trying to grab weapons and shit. He was like, just shoot. You're going to have to shoot me in the face, man. Just kill me. Just kill me right now. Just kill me. And then they get into a crazy tussle to the point where the body cam falls off, and then you don't even see what happens. And yeah, they end up arresting her.
So those be the most scary. So I think I remember telling one a long time ago on here where a guy had called or a girl called in to I think it was a girl. A girl called. I forgot her name. She called into the 911.
Yeah.
And she's pretty much telling the person on the phone that she like killed her kids and shit. Like
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, crazy. And she's just giving the breakdown.
Yes.
Like it's normal. Interesting, bro. I never understood those calls too, where like the people will call on themselves and be like, yeah, I'm gonna need a cop here. I killed my mom and my dad. What? It's like, and then you know what's so interesting to me? The dispatchers are so professional. They'll go like this. They'll hear some crazy shit like that. Like, you just killed your parents, and then just go like this. Okay, well, we'll be sending a police officer over right now.
Like, what the fuck?
You just said that so casual, bro. Like, they didn't just talk about killing their parents.
Bro, I literally seen something like that happened damn near kind of recently. I think it happened like last year or maybe this year. I'm not sure. And it happened in New Jersey. Yeah. And it was about this dude named Matthew Hurtgen. And he was a soccer player, I think, for like a university out there. Yeah. This dude did the most weirdest shit. On February 22nd, bro, 911 randomly gets a call from this guy. And he pretty much tells him, like, yeah, I just killed my little brother. Wow. And the cops are like, they're like, what the fuck? Bro, they pull up, bro. And what he did to his little brother was so fucking insane, bro. He ended up beating his brother to death with a golf club, stabbing him a bunch of times. And when the cops seen his body, they noticed that one of his eyes were missing and they pretty much think that Brett ate it. And he set their family cat on fire.
What?
Weirdo shit, bro. And when they pulled up, they were just like, why would you do this? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
And he was pretty much like, bro, like, I don't know, bro. Like, I just went crazy. And they go, like, they look back on his, like, old Facebook post.
Yeah.
And, bro, he was, like,
Saying
months
some crazy
earlier,
shit.
he was, like, talking about poems about, like, blood coming through their people's eyes and, like, slicing people's eyes off and shit. Like, weirdo
So he had a weird,
shit,
like,
bro.
eye obsession?
Weirdo shit, bro. And he killed his fucking little brother, bro.
Dude, I'm not even gonna lie, bro. That's how that shit grows, dude. Like, it probably started as
A weird
like,
fetish or some
fantasy
shit. Yeah.
of, like, cutting somebody's eyeball out. And then he killed his brother and was like, dude, look at his eyes.
Yeah. And then try to eat it.
I don't think he tried. I think he
He
did.
did eat it.
It's insane, dude. That's fucking disgusting.
Your little brother.
That's fucking disgusting, dude.
And
That's
he's
what
like
I'm trying to
30. His
say.
brother's like 26 or something like that. And he was like 31.
Really? Oh, so
Yeah,
they're
old.
grown.
They're grown.
Why did I think it was like a 14-year-old and 11-year-old
No.
or something?
He's a grown man. He played for, I forgot university, but he played soccer for some university and he lived in New Jersey.
And he decided to kill his brother and then cut his eyeball
And they
out?
set his cat on fire. They found the charred remains of their cat when they got there.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some dudes, I think it's like, I can't just say it's like you're mentally ill, whatever. It's like, nigga, you are just
Psycho.
evil, dude.
You're just psycho.
Your brother?
Crazy.
Like, I'm like, bro, I don't know if they had beef or nothing, but even then,
To go to that extent where you beat him with a golf club and stab him to death. And
bro, I'm
eat one
like,
of his
the
eyeballs.
only way that's even possible, dog, is if, like, my brother destroyed my family of, like, my wife. And,
Some weird shit, yeah.
you know what I mean? And he did, like, some grimy shit. Then it's like, bro, it's up. You feel me? Then we Cain and Abel, baby.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I'm coming for your ass. You feel me?
But to go and fucking attack your little brother like that
Yeah.
is fucking insane, dude.
Oh, my God, dude.
Like,
R.I.P.
shit like that,
bruh.
like, yeah, shit like that's so sad to me because it's like
Yeah.
your own family member killing you is
And you
so
know what's so
crazy.
wild, too, about that is that is the least person you expect.
Not for real, it's your fucking brother?
No, I'm talking about just your family member in
general,
general,
any of
bruh.
them, any
Any
of
of them. Like, I don't think I'm going to be at the dining table and then my mom going to slit my throat.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, honey, hold on. Let me cut the turkey for you. Slice my neck. I'm not thinking that at Thanksgiving.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like, if anything, I'm thinking it's going to be the random motherfucker at the gas station that's going to try to pull up and
Oh,
stab
God.
me.
Some
He's
weird
crazy.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Or try to shoot me or something.
Yeah.
But it's like, I'm not thinking I'm about to pull up to the 7-Eleven and then the nigga that pulls his mask down is my brother.
So insane.
And he's like, hey, nigga, I got something for your ass. I'm like, Abe!
Yeah, Eddie kills you.
My brother get me?
That's fucking crazy.
That's
I think
insane.
those are always the most saddest ones to me. Where it's like, you know, a parent killing their kid, or a
Yeah,
kid
bro.
killing their parent, or a brother, or
You know,
siblings,
sister,
or
bro,
cousins,
yeah.
any of that shit, uncle, aunt, whatever the
Yeah.
fuck. That shit's always so crazy to me because it's like, I could never imagine some shit like that happening in my family.
I'm already knowing. Bro,
You know
like,
what I mean?
you remember that story? I was like, dude, and y'all did, like, doing anything like this, especially when it's the happiest time for the family is crazy. Like, I don't know if you
Christmas
remember.
time or some
I was
shit.
going to say, I don't know if you remember that story. I told you where it was like this family went on a cruise ship. And then the nigga killed his wife and tried to store her in, like, the bottom of the ship
Yeah,
or, like,
yeah.
or like in his bag or something like that. And then he tried to put it on, like, his bag or something like that. And then the way they found it was the people that come and check the rooms or whatever, they came and was like, oh
It
my
smells like
God.
shit in here.
And it was getting ready to toss it. And he found old girl. It's like, what possessed you to take her on this trip and then kill her? Were you planning on this trip to kill her on the trip?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, dude, that's
I think
so
sometimes
crazy.
I
It's your
feel like-
family.
I really do be feeling like something just like possesses somebody.
No, 100 you
that
have
makes
to,
them
has to
do
be.
this shit. Like, bro, like the story I told where the dude fucking like comes home from work one day.
Yeah.
Like this happened like way back in the days. And he like hunts his whole fucking family
yeah,
down.
yeah.
And then waits for his other family to come home for Christmas. And he
Yeah,
fucking
and then he
kills
kills them, and then he keeps waiting for new people to
Yes.
show up to get him.
It's like, bro,
That's
you're
what I'm saying, bro.
literally
Like,
sitting there with
yeah.
a bunch of dead bodies in your house.
Yeah.
Waiting for people to fucking pull up on you.
That's what I mean, bro. It's like these guys are all like kind of cut from the same cloth.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? This fucking cruise guy, this dude, it's
Yeah.
like they're all cut from the same cloth because it's like all of the way that a lot of these dudes even end it, it is all the same. It's always like they'll ask, "Why did you do this?" They always be like, "Yes, just take me to jail."
Yeah. It's like they have no
They don't really
explanation
have
for
any
it.
because they don't know either.
Yeah.
I really think that's what it is. But dude, speaking of things that I don't know, and it's funny that I even mentioned the cruise, Mike. Oh my God, this probably is one of the craziest UFO videos I've seen in my entire life. This lady recorded this while she was on a cruise recently, dude. Mike, I'm gonna show it to you right now. This is
try to debunk
absolutely yeah. Try to debunk.
Let me try to debunk this shit.
This is actually insane, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you.
This happened recently.
This happened recently. This lady was on a cruise and she saw this. Yes, I'm gonna show you right now, bro. This is absolutely insane. And when I seen this, I said, I don't know how to debunk this, dog. I don't know what else this can be, Mike. Okay? So when I show you this, I want you to tell me what you think this could be.
Let me see. I'm curious now.
Yeah, because, nigga, you're going to be like...
You got me intrigued.
Yeah, bro. I'm not even going to cap. Hold on, dog. Where is it? All right, Mike. I want you to watch this, and I'm going to put it on screen too because I screen recorded it. Just click the video. He's going to stop talking in a second, okay?
All right, just press play?
Yeah, press play. It's going to go right now. Tell me when the video starts.
All right, starting.
Okay. Look at that thing.
Mexico.
Look at that thing, Mike. What is that? Look how it flies.
Whoa.
What was that? Mike, what is that?
And there was some shit glowing in the water after that.
Bro.
Hold on, I gotta watch that again. I'm sorry.
Bro, what is that?
Bro, it's like, it looks like it almost has like wings.
Dude, the way it went like this, right? When it said,
Yeah.
What is that? No, Mike, go ahead. Debunk it for me. Let's talk about it. Debunk it for me, bro.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Go ahead. What do you think it is? Real shit.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Give me a guess, bro, because I can't.
That's gotta be some type of, because it doesn't look like a flying saucer.
Dude,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
It looks like a jet.
Dude.
Like you know what I mean? Like the way the wings.
The way the wings, like, it turned, but it doesn't look like wings.
That's a fucking real ass angel.
Dude.
Flying around and shit.
Bro.
Or that's some like weird
Other
type of flying craft that we've never seen before.
You think this is ours?
No, I'm not saying that's ours.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, dude, because I don't like. I gotta watch this again. I don't understand
the way it like turned.
That turn was what shook you, right? Because at first you were like, okay, it's gonna be the usual. Like,
and it took off so fast,
dude. Mike, I am so confused, dude.
And it's so lit up.
Like, okay, you saw when it did the turn. It doesn't even look like. It's like, it looks like wings, but it's not, right?
It looks like they're like transparent.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. I didn't know the word I was looking for. It looks like transparent wings or something. Yeah. And then the minute it hit some light,
it fucking just took off.
Yeah. And it looks like it went in the way that the lady says in the video. She said, "Oh my God, it just went into the water."
Yeah, and then you see little lights like
in the water. So what craft do we know that can go in the air like that and change direction in that way and then go deep into the water?
There's got to be some alien shit, bro. And that's some good footage too. It's not grainy. It's
yeah.
not blurry. Not shaky cam. Nothing.
Yeah.
It's just dark as fuck because it's like in the middle of the ocean.
Exactly, yeah. Because that's how it'd be when you're on cruises at night.
Yeah.
What are the fucking odds, bro, that she caught that?
Dude, that's so weird.
What do you, like, I'm telling you, bro, I don't know. That's why I said this is probably one of the better videos I've seen. Y'all tell us what you think, because I don't know. I really don't know what to call this,
dude.
That's what I'm
saying, like, bro, stories like this just get like...
It's like, you know...
We'll never fucking know.
We'll never know, but it's like, even that girl who actually saw it. It's like, Mike, let's say this. What do you say if you see something like that? Real shit. Let's say you go on a cruise with your girl, bro, and then y'all both see it. You're both witness.
Oh, gotcha.
You look at your girl and you say, "Babe, are you seeing this?"
If I get footage of that shit,
yeah,
I'm never gonna shut up about it.
I'm not even kidding.
I'm never gonna shut up about it.
I'm not even kidding.
Gonna talk about it.
No, but what do you think you would think it is when you see it? Because like you got to think about it, right? She's looking at it as she's looking at it on the camera too. Mm-hmm. So it looks clearer in her eyes.
Yeah. She could see it way better quality than.
So she knows this is not a jet or something that we have, and that's why she was freaking out. Like, what is that?
Dude, that's so crazy.
So imagine you're seeing a craft in the air that's moving in a weird way, and you're like, what do we say about that?
I mean, there's only got to be one thing, damn near, bro. There's got to be some alien shit.
It's got to be something extraterrestrial, dog. And then the fact that we've been saying recently that they said we shouldn't be looking up there, we need to be looking down there. And they're talking about the ocean. And when people was recently saying that we kind of switched our objective again. Of like, because they said all of this weird stuff of like, bro, this is not the first craft that we've seen that dove into the water, bro.
Yeah, or what if they live down there?
That's what people think.
Deep.
Yeah, like their crafts are able to. Because like, dude, if you can go through fucking space,
what if they're just fucking Atlanteans?
You think that they could have been creatures that originally came from the water? But how did they get this tech?
I don't know. They created it or something.
How did they get tech that would be able to fly out of the water and then? You feel what I'm saying? But you know what's crazy? That thing, the way it moved, I'm not going to lie to you. What if it is just a creature itself? Like Jean Jacket.
Like a stingray or some shit.
That's what I'm saying, like Jean Jacket.
Whoa. Yeah, that's interesting.
Like, what if we're tripping and we're thinking like...
It's some type of
look
tech.
at its wings of like this plane.
But that's just
it's not
wings.
tech. It's just its body.
That's actually interesting. I never really, even though
we've seen the movie, but we never really tried to do it ourselves. It
that like the ship itself is the creature.
You know what I'm saying? What if that one we just seen like the way it twisted? It's like, bro, I only know birds that can move like that.
Nah, for reals. I never thought about it like that.
Cause like
Jordan Peele might have put us on.
No, he might have for real. Cause like that movement was very bird-like.
Yeah.
The way it dove in the water.
Yeah.
It was very like a bird trying to get some fish.
Yeah.
Like, bro, and in a creature like this, we don't know what that thing eats. What if this motherfucker eats the big ones, like a shark?
Yeah, on God.
We don't know what this thing fucking eats.
It should look fucking big.
It look big, bro.
And that's from afar.
Yeah. Imagine up close what size it is.
Oh my God.
You know
that's just probably huge.
But I just wonder, why don't these things just fucking eat us?
Yeah, like why are they scared of us?
Yeah, why don't they just fly around? Is it because of like they know? Like, are they really that smart where they know? Like, okay, these niggas are able to. They have nukes and all this other crazy shit, and we don't want to get into a battle with these guys because this can go really bad. And we've been able to coexist.
Yeah, maybe they don't see us like threats, Loki.
Do you think they see us like how elephants look at us? Like elephants kind of look at us like puppies.
Yeah, like they're kind of cute.
Oh, all right,
maybe.
You think so? But sometimes they'll fuck us up. Because elephants sometimes, like, if you do too much, they'll fuck your ass up. Start stomping on you and shit.
Yeah, those videos are crazy.
I know. You know exactly what video I'm talking about.
Yeah. When bro's getting fucking crushed to death and shit.
It turns them into like a fucking 2D animated thing.
Yeah, he look like something out of fucking Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, and they pick him up and it's how like accordion and shit. You know, like, you know, all that shit. Yeah. Super crazy, bro.
Saying, like,
but
some creatures are so interesting, bro. Because I never thought about like, what if it is a creature?
You feel me? What if it's an animal, a type of animal that we don't know of? You know? Because even creatures from other planets are technically considered animals.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, if they came here, we'd be like, we'll just call it an alien because it's from foreign land.
Yeah, but it's an animal.
But it's an animal somewhere else.
Just like how we're animals.
Yeah. All of us. So it's interesting. Who knows?
But speaking of some animals, bruh. I have this crazy ass story, and I don't got you, bro. I don't even know if this shit's real for reals. It's one of those stories where
it's so crazy,
so old, and it's so crazy. Yeah. It's like someone juiced it up throughout time, bro. Yeah. And it's about this dude named Bruce Gordon.
Yeah.
And it happened all the way back in 1757.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. And he's a Scotsman, and he's like on this boat.
Yeah.
Out in the Arctic, full ship full of guys.
Yeah.
And apparently, this dude Bruce was known for drinking a lot. He would just go into the fucking alcohol, you know, the alcohol cabinets and just take everything and start drinking hella shit. Get drunk as fuck.
Yeah.
And one of these days when he had a bender, the ship crashes.
Really?
And the ship completely like fucking flips over and shit.
Really?
Yes.
And everybody on board fell in the water?
Everybody dies.
Holy fuck.
And pretty much what they say, how the legend goes, the ship gets stuck on some ice.
Yeah.
And he's the only guy who lived from it. Probably because he was drunk
alcohol.
as fuck. I was gonna say, it loosened up his body.
Yeah. That's always what happens, which is crazy.
So he realizes, like, holy fuck, everyone's dead.
Yeah.
I'm going to fucking freeze to death on the ship.
Yeah.
So he decides to, you know, like, get as much food as he can.
No fucking way, Mike. I know what you're going to say.
And then he realizes there's hella polar bears out here. They heard this fucking ship crash.
Yeah.
They're going to come here.
Yeah.
So he decides to board up as much as he can anything that's opening in the ship, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he decides to hide in this little room inside the ship. Somehow, a fucking polar bear makes its way into the ship where this guy is at.
Are you kidding me?
And it finds its way into the room where he's at.
Oh, dude. Of course. They have good ass noses, bro. Are you kidding me? Yeah, bro.
So
Jesus Christ, he should have known.
Is sitting in his room.
Yeah.
And eventually, he comes face to face with a fucking full-grown polar bear.
Oh, my God.
And all he has is like a carving knife.
Oh, my God.
This dude on some Revenant shit.
You're lying.
Ends up into a fucking crazy ass battle with this polar bear
in this small room.
And he fucking wins. Pretty much how people say that
he get a vital.
They said that he was able to like kind of hide himself behind shit.
Yeah,
and he was able to pretty much like
keep stabbing it.
Yeah, like while the polar bear was trying to get at him and shit. And he ended up killing this fucking polar bear. When the polar bear dies, he notices, bro. This is some shit out of a movie, bro. I'm telling you. The entrance of the fucking room.
There was other polar bears.
There's a baby polar bear.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
He keeps it.
He decides
he's gonna raise
not to kill it.
Yeah.
He fucking keeps the fucking polar bear. He names the polar bear Nancy after like one of his ex-girlfriends back home or some shit. Yeah. And he literally teaches because the polar bear is so young.
Yeah.
He teaches the polar bear how to hunt for itself and how to protect him.
Wow.
And bro, for the next 6 years, this dude and this polar bear
are just out there
live
living
in the Arctic together.
Are you
and the
serious?
polar bear will protect bruh from other polar bears and shit. And it decided like I'd rather live with him pretty much than my own people, than my own fucking species.
Yeah, because it's like, nigga, this damn my mama.
Yeah.
This damn my daddy type shit.
No,
yeah.
for reals. He taught her how to hunt, so the
Wow.
polar bear would, we will get fish and shit like that and bring it
it
back
for
to
both
him,
of them.
and they'll both eat it together. And bro, like 6 years, he's living in the fucking Arctic with this polar bear.
Yeah.
And a tribe of Inuits end up fucking finding him and the polar bear.
Really?
Yes. And they adopt them like, yo, like y'all could live with us type shit.
Yeah.
Y'all could, y'all aren't gonna live in the wilderness no more.
Uh-oh.
And the polar bear was friendly to these people.
Oh, it makes sense.
And the polar bear was like, since it's used to humans,
Yeah. At this point, yeah.
it was able to fucking, stay amongst these people. And this dude is pretty much like, bro, like I want to go home.
Yeah.
Like I'm tired of living in the fucking Arctic.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean,
like,
he was like, bro, I mean, I did what I had to do, nigga, but I need to go.
Like I want to go. And the tribe is pretty much like, bro, like, no, we have no way to get you
you
back.
all
We
the
don't
way
even know
back
where the
there,
fuck
yeah.
you're from.
Oh,
You know what I
God,
mean? In 1757, we don't know any about this shit. Like we could give you, shelter and shit.
Yeah,
We could
yeah.
feed you and shit. But the dude's like, bro, like I want to go home. And I think he ended up living with this tribe for maybe like a year or two.
Yeah.
And eventually the polar bear got so old because it was like usually polar bears around like age 6 or 7.
Yeah.
They start to have babies. So this polar bear is around like 7 to 8 years old at this time. And the polar bear ends up just like leaving.
Yeah.
Like,
Just cut
like,
one day.
Yeah, like I just want to go with my own people. Type
Yeah,
shit. I want to go with my own species. And the polar bear ends up just leaving.
Yeah.
So now the dude's like, I don't even got my fucking polar bear no more.
Yeah, there's
Like,
no reason for me to be here.
No reason
Yeah.
for me to be here.
Yeah.
And around that time, a boat full of Englishmen came through on the Arctic, and they noticed him like, what the fuck is that dude doing with the fucking tribe?
Like this white guy, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was pretty much explaining to them like, bruh, like he tells them the whole story and shit. And they're like, what the fuck, bro? Like, bro, come with us, bro. We take your ass back home.
Yeah.
And apparently, bro, they took bro home.
And that's how the story got told.
He told the story to people and shit. And that's why, and there's a lot of debate on how true that story is, because it is true that his boat did crash.
Yeah.
All the people did
But
die.
you're saying about like, what if?
Yeah, because there's people who are like, what are the odds that this dude would be able to fucking fight off a polar bear?
Oh God, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Let alone train a polar bear to be his fucking buddy.
That
Because
one
when
is
the
more
Englishmen
likely.
found
I'm not gonna
him,
cap.
he didn't have the polar bear with him. So
Yeah.
they're like,
They're
where the
like,
fuck
what
is
are
the
the
polar bear?
odds?
And they couldn't find the polar bear at all. You know what I mean? Afterwards.
Yeah.
But then other people are like, how would he have survived 6 years by himself in the Arctic without a polar bear protecting him?
Yeah, I was gonna say, and on top of that, it's like, dude, he needed. Dude, if he really was like, you got to think about it. Either it was like this polar bear was helping him hunt other things that he was able to survive in the sense of like this. This polar bear started getting bigger to the point where, and he was getting older and older and older to the point where this thing probably was able to take down bigger creatures that were able to give them bigger meals and certain things like that. Because you already know, in the Arctic is scarce.
Yeah, on God, yeah.
You know what they got out there, but I'm not gonna lie, like motherfucker can catch a leopard seal.
Some shit.
Something big.
Yeah.
You know, because some motherfuckers is cool size, bro. They got a lot of fat on them, bro.
Yeah, on God.
So, things like that, bro. I just think that's really interesting. I don't know.
There's a lot of debate too, because some people are leaking like, bro, he's cap.
Yeah.
He was seeing shit. He was hallucinating and shit.
I don't know.
But then people are
that
like,
doesn't make sense. How would he survive all
for
that,
6 years in the Arctic.
with no help?
He damn near has to have a fucking.
Yeah, I mean, bro, you need to have a fucking ice bear,
You know
nigga,
what
that
I'm
motherfucker.
saying?
Yeah.
Fucking Kuma and shit like
Yeah,
that. Fucking
bro.
to protect him and shit. You know
No,
what I mean?
seriously, because it's like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Because one dude, if he was by himself, bro,
He would have been dead.
eaten by
the polar
another
bears would have killed him.
Because like one, their noses are probably the best in the world.
You know what I mean?
They have better noses than any other bear damn near, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because how scarce it is, nigga. So their shit is on the next
Sniffing
level.
his ass out for sure.
You know what I'm saying? They're sniffing you, nigga. You halfway across the Arctic.
Yeah.
They already know where you at. So I don't know about that. Yeah, I think he needed some type of protection, bro. That is a little bit interesting. That's what I mean. There's so many parts of the story that kind of go like, you could say it's not real, but how?
Yeah. And some people say like maybe some parts of it, maybe they just juiced it up. You know, that's what it's like telephone, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The more time the story's been told, more people added more shit into it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like no one really knows for reals what really happened to that guy.
That's the worst part, bro.
But I don't count you spending 6 years in the Arctic.
Yeah.
I feel like he had to have
Nigga, you gotta learn some tricks or two, bro.
You know
You gonna fuck around and something.
One thing that finds it for me hard to believe is that he was able to kill the mama bear.
Okay,
That's the one thing that I'm like.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
That's a little difficult.
But I'm gonna be honest with you.
Maybe.
I think it is a maybe, bro. It's a big maybe because, like, dude, I've seen a lot of stories of people that survive bear attacks, and it's like this nigga's 120 pounds, man.
Yeah. And in the way they
It's
said
like,
it,
how did you live, dude?
the way they said
you
was,
killed it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna cap, bro. I've heard a story of this dude. I think he was a teenager. Bro, he killed a bear.
I seen this to save his friend, huh?
Bro, yes.
Yeah, I seen
and
this
it's
shit.
like, what are we talking about, dude? And
he wrestled it.
He was a wrestler.
Yeah.
Bro is like, I forgot how much he weighed, bro, but he's not that big, bro.
Yeah.
And these are sophomores in high school or something.
Not a good matchup against a fucking fully grown bear.
You know, so I'm like, this guy back in fucking 17, whatever, he probably wasn't the healthiest guy, so he probably weighed, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, probably a cool little chunk, maybe like 180, 190, grown man.
And he was a drunk.
And he was a drunk too, bro. So I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. You got to think about it, bro. His blood was probably fucking.
Oh my gosh. For
surging
sure.
like a motherfucker, because like, bro, he sobered up so quick.
As soon as he seen that
The minute
thing,
he
walk
heard
into that room. Yeah.
And just seen the head peeking, that nigga said,
fuck.
instantly grabbed that knife, sobered up. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. I believe
The adrenaline
got to him.
for sure.
And some of them stabs was probably like, and it, you know what I mean? A different level, bro. Because I don't know if you ever seen that video of this guy and his friend are on like, they were snowboarding, or I know they're not snowboarding. They're, what is this? The snowmobiles. They were using snowmobiles, and this guy goes on this ramp, and he didn't know it was coming, and he ends up flipping, and it lands on top of him.
Fuck.
And then his boy is like hella far away, and he's like, you know, yelling to his boy and shit. His boy comes through. I'm not gonna lie, his entrance and everything was spot the fuck on, dude. He like goes on it, and he goes like, and he just jumps off of it, and the thing just flies off.
Way.
And he goes to his boy, and he's like, dude, are you okay? And his boy's just like, yeah, bro, just get this thing off me, bro. And then the guy, everybody in the comments is why I was like, okay, that is impressive as hell. And you know it was adrenaline like a motherfucker. They said, dude, those snowmobiles are heavy as fuck.
Oh my God.
And then on top of that, they said, dude, he didn't have good traction because of the snow.
Yeah.
He goes, grabs it, and he's like, ah!
Lifts it
and
up.
lifts it off his boy and throws it.
What the fuck?
And it's on video. I could literally show you the video. He throws it to the side.
Bro, that's insane. So I think adrenaline for sure played a big role in
So
that guy's
I think,
survival.
bro, he started strategizing like a motherfucker. Like,
sure.
Like his caveman brain tapped in, nigga. Like,
Yep.
like the lizard brain came in and just got that level of like,
Yep.
instantly. The bear came on his side. He was,
yeah, because the way he did that, he was able to hide behind shit.
Yeah.
And was like, so the bear couldn't get to him. But
That's what I'm saying.
But he was able.
He was still able to get it. So
Yeah,
he's probably
yeah,
getting a lot
yeah.
of good stabs in the brain, the head.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I'm not gonna lie, bro. You stab a bear fucking 10 times in the brain,
It's gonna drop. It has to.
even if the bear don't drop, he gonna make him return.
Yeah.
The bear's gonna be sitting there going crazy on the floor.
Or you're gonna make the bear retreat. Like, this is not worth it.
Either or, I'm cool
finna
with
leave.
it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm cool, bro.
He was able to kill the bear
Yeah.
and raise its cub as its own.
I ain't gonna
as its
lie,
own.
dog. That's so
clean.
cold, dude.
That's so clean,
That's
bro.
that's very Thrag-esque.
No,
You go,
for
you gonna go and kill the motherfucker and then raise the kid. You know what I mean? That's like how this nigga will kill, bro, and wear you. Like,
No,
that's
for
insane,
real.
bro. Now I turned you into my drip.
Man.
Ain't that a bitch?
It's like I turned your baby into my fucking
Yeah,
bodyguard.
That's crazy. And the way I imagine it, bro, is that he was probably riding on it sometimes too. That's how I think about it. Whenever I think about it, I always think of like,
He's
I'm not gonna lie to
he's
you, bro.
literally like bro from fucking Tekken.
Why was it? Oh yeah, I was just gonna say.
He's
why,
like Heihachi.
Yeah, I was gonna say they need to do a movie about this guy.
For real.
Like, even if they don't do a live action, they need to do an animated movie.
nah, that would go hard.
Like, imagine an animated movie. Like, have you ever watched? You know, it's actually a really good kid movie that I recently watched with
Like
my girl.
Tintin.
Not Tintin. I was gonna say there's a movie called it's called the Wild Robot.
Yeah, it's a good ass movie.
You watch it?
Yeah, I've seen the shit.
That's a good ass movie.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
the animation. If
Yeah,
they
that shit
do
go
something
crazy.
like that with like this polar bear and bruh,
Yeah, that go hard.
that'd be dope.
I'll fuck with it.
That would actually be dope. I'll watch it.
Yeah, on God.
You know what I'm saying? But and then you know, it'd be cool though too. They make it a little bit like it's like
A little more.
it's like gory
Yeah,
though. You know what I mean? Like he goes, he gets bitten a little bit.
It's like Revenant, but animated.
Exactly. It's like an animated Revenant.
Yeah,
that'll
I'm
be
down
actually
for
clean.
that.
I'm
They need to
hella
make
down for
that. They need to make
do
that
it, bro.
shit.
Where it looks like a kid thing and then it gets hella crazy.
Yeah.
That'll be actually kind of dope. Yeah.
That'd be hard.
But I don't know, bro. That's hella interesting. I really like that story. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, man.
I never heard this before.
Some people don't know if it's real or not. For real, it's for real.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I believe it, man.
I think it's real.
Some things I just think that it's not as complicated as we think. I think what you said was the truth. Is maybe certain parts got juiced, but I think all the true elements are always gonna exist.
Yeah, for the
to a
most
degree.
part.
I think that's one thing about like, unless it, like some things do get like fully skewed, but I would argue some evidence is so strong for certain things that it just stays.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like I don't know. It's just I don't know. There's just certain things I just
I was
feel
like,
like just stick.
it's so weird because it's like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of like the tribe seen him.
That's what I mean.
You know what I'm
There's
saying?
a lot of like
with the polar bear and shit.
yeah. So there's a lot of eyewitness of these other people at the time. But that's the worst part about something is eyewitness sucks.
Yeah.
Because it's like, dude, we don't know what your motive is, bro.
And the fact that like the Englishmen found him with no polar bear, so they're
Yeah,
like,
so
where the
they're
fuck is
like-
it at then?
They're like, oh, okay, bro. Yeah, you were riding around with the polar bear. Cool.
Yeah.
Helping you hunt. Yeah, good story, bro. It's like,
but you've been missing for like 7 years, bro. So they're probably like, this dude's
out of his fucking mind. Yeah, you know what I mean? They're like, yeah, what's next? A dinosaur came through and laid you an egg so you guys can eat it? Yeah? Is that what happened? It's like, bro, dude, I'm not crazy.
I'm telling
you, actually a polar bear, bro. There's not fucking dinosaurs.
Her name was Nancy.
I literally raised her. I killed her mom, bro.
Yeah.
I have the scars to fucking prove it, dude. If he has the scars.
No, for real. He has to have at least some.
Because, like, dude, he didn't come out unscathed.
No, for sure.
You're not, like, I'm telling you the truth, bro.
Impossible.
You're not fighting a bear unscathed as a human being, dude.
Can't.
If you do that, who are you?
You're a Viltrumite.
Triple H? Or
Yeah,
fucking
Viltrumite, yeah. You're a fucking Viltrumite or something like that.
Or Brock Lesnar. Yeah. One of these big motherfuckers, bro. You're somebody. Or you're a Viltrumite, nigga.
There's
you know what I mean?
way.
Sit there and, like, you know, or you're that guy who fucking did the thing to his girl.
Yeah,
like, you know?
Even him will get fucked up by a bear.
Maybe. Who knows, bro?
I'm talking about a little small black bear like this will fucking do numbers on his ass.
That nigga's clearly a Viltrumite, Mike. You're bugging,
for us.
bro.
Yeah, no,
You're bugging, bro. That nigga's a different guy, bro.
Just drilling into his girl.
He literally insane. Adam Eve'd her.
No, for real. Like Conquest did Adam
Yeah.
Eve. Real shit.
That's insane, dude. I'm not trying to get off topic, but hey, no, I did want to tell you something, though, too. Speaking of insane, though, Mike, this couple did one of the craziest things to do in 2025. So, dude, this story starts in 2018, and I think this happened in Virginia, I believe. This couple decided to, it was this, this lady and this guy, they decided to adopt 5 children, right? They ended up adopting these 5 black kids. Mind you, they're a white couple. This story gets very fucking dark, and it's weird. So they adopted these kids in 2018. Years go by, nobody really thinks too much about it. It is what it is. They just seem like they're cool. And on top of that, dude, they were getting hella government assistance. Like, they were getting super money from the government that was sending them for, to help raise these kids. In 2023, these motherfuckers ended up getting busted. And the reason why the story even is kind of going viral again right now is because I think they're just getting, like, prosecuted right now, and they're about to go to prison and everything. Because, I don't know why that process always takes so long, but I think it's happening this year. But, dude, pretty much police ended up finding out, and everybody found out, that these people were not really raising these kids well. They actually were using them like slaves.
Really?
I don't mean, like, I'm talking about back in the
yes,
like that slave, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, they were using these kids, and bro, it was so weird. Like, the kids are from, like, I think 16, 14, 9. Like, they're all pretty young kids.
Yeah.
The conditions they had them living in were insane. Apparently, they wouldn't even let them go inside the house. Like, they were actually slaves.
What the
I'm not even making this up. They had them sleeping in, like, this outhouse thing, like a shed. And on the shed, it was literally just a tarp on the floor, no bed or no nothing.
Whoa.
And they would make them in the morning when they would wake up, they would make them keep their hands up like this for, like, hours.
What the fuck? Why?
I don't know. And they made them do a bunch of, like, farm work all the time.
Yeah.
And they were making them do it for them while they would just sit there and chill and whatever. And the kids were just doing all this work. And then on top of that, bro, they would only feed them peanut butter sandwiches.
Just peanut butter sandwiches?
Every day. That's it, yeah. For those whole years that they were there, just feed them peanut butter sandwiches. And it's happening current, dude. This isn't no back in the day shit. They were doing this now. So when the police caught them, it was because one of the neighbors, somebody said, like, yeah, I swear I thought I seen my neighbor lock 2 kids in a shed in their backyard. So pretty much the police were like, we got to fucking investigate.
Yeah.
They go over there. They ended up finding the kids, bro. And the kids are telling them all the abuse that they were going through, bro. Like, they were hitting them, this and that, all this other crazy stuff. And yeah, bro, they were literally treating these kids like they were slaves, and they had them doing all this, like, manual labor and a bunch of other weird stuff, bro. And then where it gets super dark is they ended up taking these people in, like, okay, clearly this is fucking one, child endangerment. This is abuse. All of these other things, nigga, y'all are cooked. So they take them in, and they ended up confiscating the couple's phone, like their phones.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of people that are like, maybe they're just crazy. That's it. Maybe it wasn't a race thing. Oh, no, Mike, it gets crazy, bro. They specifically planned this out, bro. They wanted to adopt black kids for this reason.
Really?
They were literally in their text messages between each other. They were talking about, like, calling them, like, animals and monkeys.
What
and all this other crazy stuff, bro. I'm not even kidding. They showed all the text logs and everything. Yeah. They were, like, saying, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to work them to death today.
Whoa.
Crazy shit. Yeah. They were saying the most racist shit in the text messages, bro. Super
Don't
weird.
they have to go through, like, some crazy, like, vigorous fucking
vetting
like,
process to be able to be the parent? I don't know why they just let them
adopt, let alone adopt 5 of them.
5 of them, yeah. And they gave them so much money. So now even the CPS, the people that were basically helping funding these motherfuckers,
Yeah.
even them are the people that are, I don't know who the exact person, the worker that was like talking,
social workers,
social worker.
Yeah.
They basically said even that motherfucker needs to be investigated
For sure.
because who visited in those years?
Yeah, I'm saying like if you adopt a kid, don't they have to have
to
welfare
do-
checks to
yes.
come and check, like make sure the kid is still doing cool?
What are we talking about, Mike? How did this happen this long?
Yeah, no, that's weird as fuck.
Super fucking weird, bro.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
bro. That's so sad for those kids, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. But I
That's
was
so
like,
sad, bro.
yeah, and then so now
And they
it's,
didn't go to school or nothing like that.
no.
See, that's hella weird because they have to legally take their kids to school and
Yeah,
shit if they
I'm
adopt.
pretty-
You know what I mean?
They just kept them in the house, bro. They just worked all the time. They were just
Bro.
literally slaves. They were just doing a bunch of farm work for them all the time.
What the?
Yeah. And they was like, bro, there's a bunch of other abuse I'm not even gonna get into, dude. It was weird. There was a
Bro,
whole bunch of other
I
weird
hope
shit.
they go to jail for fucking.
No,
ever.
oh yeah, they are, bro. They have a combined 375 years.
Damn.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're
They're never fucking getting out.
Yeah. So I'm
And I hope they get.
So
the
I'm saying they both got
jail.
like 100 each. Is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. They both got like 100.
150 each.
Yeah, I was gonna say exactly. Yeah.
I hope they get their ass beat in jail. Something
Oh
crazy.
yeah, bro. Interesting, dude.
That's so sad.
I was
bro.
like, in 2024,
It's
2025,
crazy.
we're hearing this.
Crazy. Well, no, you say they adopted him in
2018, but I'm saying recently they just got arrested in 2023, and then now they're getting the full prosecution in 2025.
That means for like 5 years, those kids.
yeah,
were
we're going through the abuse,
fucking
eating peanut butter
torture.
sandwiches for 5 years.
Oh my god, that's
Dude, they look crazy. And on top of that, I forgot to add this: they wouldn't let them shower or change their clothes.
So they're just filthy.
Filthy, bro. When they found them, they were disgusting.
And
yeah.
where did they like shit and pee? Just
Oh,
like,
it was just right there. They made them like they had like a little I forgot what it was, like a little spot for them. Yeah, that they would have to use the bathroom and shit. So that was probably getting them sick too, being around the fumes of their own feces, nigga. Yeah,
bro, that's so sad, bro.
crazy dog.
And like this type of shit that gets me so mad because like there are people out there who probably be good ass parents to those kids.
Exactly. Yeah, and then we let these motherfuckers adopt them.
Adopt 5 of them.
5 of them. Yeah.
To fucking torture them for 5 years.
Yeah, and then for your benefit, just do a bunch of farm work or whatever. What the fuck?
Like what the fuck?
Yeah, weirdos.
That's so insane, bro.
Sickening. Nigga.
And imagine if the neighbor didn't see that.
Yeah, but you know what's interesting?
How
that I'm thinking?
longer?
You know what's interesting? What other neighbors saw and didn't say
And didn't
anything.
do shit. What neighbor saw those kids outside in the backyard doing fucking slave work?
Yeah, getting
And
hit, all this other shit in the blazing heat. And it's like they were just.
Those kids had to have cried
They were.
or something at
Yeah.
some point
Oh,
within
yeah.
those 5 years.
Oh yeah, something went down in those 5 years that somebody had to have seen.
That 6-year-old kid must have yelled at them at some
God.
point. You know what I mean? Try to rebel or some shit at one point.
100%.
No neighbors heard that shit.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's weird. It's a little strange, dude.
Yeah, no, that's crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
It
insane,
kind of
bro.
reminds me of this too. I ain't gonna lie, and I ain't trying to get too much in the the what cause shit, but it's interesting how even they said I forgot where this was at, but they said they found these 2 dead black boys that were on the edge of this like mountain, and people were like, what the fuck were they doing up there? And it was the weird part is it was close to a sundown town.
Yeah, we know what the fuck happened.
So everybody was kind of just like, they were trying to, like, the police ruled it as a suicide, though.
Ain't no way.
What's going on, dog?
That's fucking crazy.
Very weird.
It's crazy that there's still sundown towns.
Me, like, out here, yeah.
It's fucking insane. bro.
Interesting, bro.
It's crazy, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Interesting. But, yeah, when I heard this story, I was just like, bro, what the fuck? You
That's
really
so
try to do slavery in 2023? In 2018?
Yeah.
I'm like, bro. And then they try to do it under their nose for real.
That's
like, they really, and you know, it's so wild.
got away
bro?
with it, too,
You
for
know
a
what's the
little bit.
scariest part? When they first saw the kids, they were probably like, hi. Oh my God, you're so precious. And then the minute they got home, they were just like this. You fucking animals. You get to work right now. You're going to do exactly what I tell you. And da 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 da.
Dude, yeah, it's so fucking scary, bro. How they could just, and then think about it, like,
Flip.
that dude probably works a job, has coworkers. That lady probably, has coworkers or whatever
Yeah.
the fuck.
Yep.
And it's like, to the normal eye, they're just regular fucking people for the most part. You know what I mean? The lady goes to fucking Starbucks every morning, gets her coffee and shit.
Yeah.
And people don't realize that she has fucking slaves at home.
Yeah. Literally. Children slaves.
That's fucking insane, bro.
Crazy. But man, hope y'all enjoyed this episode, bro. We talked about a lot of crazy shit. I really hope y'all like this one. TB4 podcast, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Apple
and
Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts. We on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Shout out to you guys for showing us love for all this time. And yeah, man, we are going to keep dropping, man. I know we had a little hiccup, bro. We're not going to have that no more. I was just a little sick, but we shall be good. We shall be good.
We're back and we're healthy, baby.
Yes. So ring that bell to be notified every time we post, and we will catch you guys on the next one.
Yeah.
See you guys.